That's damn near every mutant. And you think that Doomsday is going to kill this person?
Let me ask you a question. And I said, don't nut hug.
I ain't nut hugging.
I understand that you love Marvel.
You know how hard, you know how strong the Hulk is?
I understand that you love Marvel.
It ain't about loving Marvel.
Now, do you think Hulk is stronger than Superman?
Stronger?
Yes.
Yes.
You out your fucking mind.
Yes, I do think Hulk is stronger.
How?
Yeah, how mad is he?
It doesn't matter if Superman's mad or not.
Who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter.
How mad is Hulk?
The World Tree.
Oh, fine. The maddest he can get.
No, then he beating the shit out of Superman.
No, because that Hulk never did anything that transcended dimensions.
What do you mean?
The World Tree.
He didn't throw a punch in anger and it broke through another reality.
You're right. He just stepped on the planet and it split in half.
Yeah, and Superman
He
has
stepped.
Yes.
Like not. He just.
Yeah, and
the ground in the world damn near cracked under his feet. Crack under his feet.
And Superman said
he demolished a whole nother planet with his bare hands.
Correct. And Superman said that if I don't treat the world like it's concrete, I'll break it.
And you don't think the Hulk is treating everything like an egg?
No. You just said one.
He just said treat everything like it's an egg. He said that shit.
Yeah. And
treat everything like an egg.
Yes. You're out your fucking mind. And that Doomsday beat that Superman. He killed him.
You're right. The Superman is a good man, and the Hulk is pure anger and rage. Thus, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. The more Superman attacks him, the more Superman comes at him. The Hulk is just gonna be like, stop.
If Superman wanted to, he can slice that motherfucker in half. You and I both know this. Clark is so strong, he bench pressed the earth for 3 days and didn't break a sweat.
The Hulk wouldn't either.
No, he breaks sweats all the time.
Against that Broly. It literally took a fusing tube.
He's talking about a regular Hulk. We talking about the strongest that Hulk can be. Like Maestro Hulk, if you will. Superman's not beating him.
We're talking about the
You're out your mind.
You're out your mind.
Nah. I know you don't like him.
Doomsday killed him. Nobody has killed the Hulk.
Broly from Z.
The Hulk has gotten killed by fucking what's his name?
Against Broly,
Wolverine and
because
why am I blanking on his name? Deadpool and Cyclops and Storm. People have killed the Hulk.
We said the strongest form, but he said
crazy.
Which Goku did you say?
What are you talking about?
Which Goku for the scenario did you say?
I said Goku from Super.
Yeah, he said Super, and you said
we're doing base or
that motherfucker said
from the, he said
Superman is going.
He can turn into Ultra.
Yeah, so he
has the abilities to do it, but he not gonna do it because Clark is a good man, and Clark ain't got the physical prowess to do it.
Broly from Z is not
like Hulk is gonna look at that nigga, and if Hulk get a hand on him, he gonna crush his skull.
He's really not.
I really don't feel like we should go Ultra Instinct for this one. I feel like Blue should be the top 4.
Even that.
Nigga smash for a living, bro.
When that Broly fought,
smash for a living.
Super Broly.
I don't moonlight as a reporter. One of the weaker jobs.
All the people that have killed, who have killed the Hulk in the comics, Deadpool, Evil Hank Pym, made the Hulk explode. Melinda Lustrom, a different Hulk from the end. The Punisher, Thor, Wolverine has killed the Hulk. Bruce Banner himself has killed the Hulk. It's a list. It's the niggas that's killed the Hulk. So stop making him seem like he's just gonna. I stand corrected.
And a nigga, and also to caveat,
and a nigga with a sword did.
Hey, I feel you, but to also caveat, Wolverine basically 3 swords. But to caveat, which Hulk was it?
Well, one I'll click in and see.
I mean, because if it's a generic downgraded level, because we are talking about the strongest beings. I mean, Wolverine was ripped in half. Deadpool was ripped in half. Juggernaut has been fucked up by the Hulk. Like, the Hulk has the most.
Okay, I said Hulk. Deadpool killed Hulk when he was not World Breaker.
Hawkeye killed the Hulk. I forgot about that. Hawkeye killed him with a bow and arrow because he told him this will be picked. You gotta shoot me as soon as you see me get mad at him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say
is he stronger than
not World Breaker.
One is he?
Is it World War when he was the Gladiator?
Yes, I'll say yes. Because he's stronger than
was that World War Hulk when he was the Gladiator?
And that Broly, I'll say he was like
that's the one that the one that Hank Pym killed.
Super Saiyan 3.
Okay.
Deadpool killed.
He probably just went inside of with a bunch of particles and made him explode, which I don't think Superman is capable of.
Deadpool had decapitated Hulk.
Those two. It was which is
the Punisher he killed.
But that was with a specific sword, wasn't it?
It was with a specific sword.
Goku and Broly. Still gonna end up losing.
That he got.
Yeah, because there are caveats to killing him.
It was.
I wasn't trying to say he's. I didn't mean to say
it was adamantium swords.
I just meant to say that.
Because if she do the same thing she did for the mutants, she can just rewrite their DNA. You're not Saiyans no more. So they're easily gone.
That's why I said if you that's why I use Goku from Super, because I think she could rewrite his DNA, and that's why I say I can't use Xeno Goku because it wouldn't work.
No more Saiyans.
That's why I said it wouldn't work on Xeno Goku.
None of you exist.
But
Wanda's the winner.
But it wouldn't work on Doomsday because magic don't work on him at all. He was created
from chaos.
Yeah, and magic.
Which is what Wanda is.
And she wouldn't be able to. But her still is still magic.
All right.
It wouldn't work on him.
So you saying she can't do nothing?
I don't think she can't do nothing. But that whole you no longer exist wouldn't work on Doomsday.
What about putting him in Watercrest or whatever the name of that city was? She can't mind fuck him.
I think she can.
She can't make him see shit. She can't.
Well, mind control don't work on him neither.
Okay. So that means that she's useless against him.
That's why I said
That's what you're saying.
I said no.
That's why I
said if you remove Doomsday, I say it's Wanda. Didn't I say that? But if they're all fighting and Doomsday's a part of that equation, the only person who's killing Wanda is Doomsday.
Yeah.
And Doomsday dies to everybody else's hand.
But that's why I kind of broke it up, because at the end of the day, they're gonna separate.
Yeah.
Fight each other.
Yeah.
Which is why I said Wanda's taking out Superman.
Yeah.
Then taking out Goku.
Yeah, because
those two left.
And you got Goku and Broly gonna go at each other. The winner of that is dying by Wanda.
Oh, I see why you see now, because you're gonna go after Goku off a rip. I see why you did.
And then if you use Hulk and then you got Hulk versus Doomsday, like y'all just said.
And I feel like Doomsday will win that, but he said he felt like the Hulk would, which is fine. It's a great fucking talking point. I think it's Doomsday.
Now who stands at the end?
That all depends.
Because Doomsday is Abomination. And Hulk mops the floor with Abomination.
It's not the same.
How not? How not?
It's not the same.
How not?
Doomsday is way stronger than Abomination.
Doomsday is Abomination with laser beams.
That was some whole shit. check the time stamp on that.
I didn't know he had laser beams, honestly. I just thought that was Dark Side.
Motherfucker. If you know so much.
So at the end of the day, Wanda wins? At the end of the day, Wanda wins?
I think so. Out of the people that were named.
By the way, Doomsday also, in his attempt to go after Superman, he destroyed the whole fucking Justice League to get to him.
I don't think the Justice League is stronger than the Hulk. The only person that's even capable of going against the Hulk is Superman. Everybody else is useless.
Batman kicked this nigga in the stomach and dropped him. That did happen.
Okay.
And Agamora, I think that's how you say it, right? Yeah. They can kill the Hulk.
Bro, Hulk be going easy on these niggas, man.
I don't think he does.
We talking about an easy version of the Hulk. We're not talking about world breakers. We're not talking about
superheroes go easy on everybody. Because they know, because of the strength they possess, they know that if I really fucking lost it, what I would do.
That's why we saying that these motherfuckers is unhinged. Nobody's taking out the Hulk, bro.
I disagree. We saw the Hulk be unhinged and get his ass whooped by Thanos. And I ain't talking about.
He wasn't unhinged.
And I ain't talking about in the movies. I'm talking about in the comics.
Oh, you talking about the Mad Titan?
Yeah.
And Hulk eventually beat the shit out of Thanos.
I said we've seen.
We have, because Hulk be taking shit light and sweet up first because of how powerful he is. It's just like Spider-Man holding back. It's like, all right, I'm only gonna use this much strength. And then you realize, oh, I should have used all of it, because if I would have hit his ass with all of my might the first time, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah. I'm not saying
same thing like in the cartoon with a tumor. Same thing like in the comics with I just had his name. can't remember, and that's gonna bother. Century. Same thing with Century. So it's like, bruh, miss me with the bullshit. I thought you might say something.
Oh, those are the only two I had. I had another one, but I think I'm probably gonna just do a separate video because I know if I start that, it's gonna be an issue. Fuck it. This post, it pissed me off because I feel like people move the goalposts when they have these discussions. I'm about to pivot a little bit. It says most playoff runs beating 3 50-plus win teams. Kobe has 6 of them. Jordan has 4. Duncan has 3. Steph has 3. Olajuwon has 2. Magic has 1. Bird has 1. LeBron has 0. So basically, they're trying to say that LeBron never had to go through like a shit ton of adversity to win his chips, which I think is utter bullshit. So, to me, watching basketball and knowing basketball, your record doesn't always demonstrate how fine you are. When you talk about an individual player, this is the question I always ask, and motherfuckers never answer it properly. They move shit. Well, no, answer this one question. If your team is full of scrubs, and I put this one nigga on that team, what does he make that team? Jordan does not make a championship team. Tim Duncan don't make a championship team. Fucking who else on here? Curry don't make a championship team. There's an argument for Olajuwon because technically he almost did it, so you could throw him in there. Bird didn't make a championship team. It's only in just this. It's only and I already said Jordan then. It's only 2. You're seeing Kobe take his teams to Western Conference playoffs and not get there, which is why he said, "Give me power." And we've seen LeBron do it when this nigga was his 3rd year in the league, and we saw it when Curry left. Those two, just in what I am reading right now, they're in this conversation amongst these guys. LeBron's 1, Kobe's 2. I look at players when you're saying who's the GOAT player, not team. Sorry about that, camera died. The point that I was making. So I'll reread it real quick for us. It said most playoff runs beating 3 50-win teams, like in the same playoff run, not like overall, but just in the playoff run. It said Kobe 6 times, Jordan 4 times, Duncan 3 times, Curry 3 times, Olajuwon twice, Magic once, Bird once, LeBron 0. And my issue with that, because basically they try to make it seem like, him when he was in the East, it was a weak conference. I don't agree with that shit at all.
When LeBron was in the East?
Yeah, because the point,
Cleveland or Miami?
Both. Because my issue with when you say that, you're basically trying to discredit the time or the East to try to make your point, when as if who Jordan went through was worse than who LeBron went through. Now, you can sit here and say that, Jordan had to get basically clothesline to get to the finals. Congratulations, woohoo. But it doesn't change the fact that he didn't beat Bird, and he is 1-2 against Isaiah Thomas. He only beat him 1 time, and he beat them when they were old and hurt, not them at their full peak. Up until LeBron was actually old, which is where he at now. Before that, LeBron's first 17 years never got swept in the first round. So for 17 years, never been swept in the first round. Jordan, his first 5 years got swept 3 times.
Yep.
My point about players in the NBA or even in like football, hockey, whatever you want to say, if your team is ass and I put this one person on it, and all of a sudden you go from ass to playoff contention.
Yeah.
Now, I've also heard, because I like Gil's Arenas podcast, they always say, Jordan's the reason why they took crack out of the league, basically, and drunk people. That makes a better argument for LeBron. Because if most of who Jordan was going against his first 6 years was nothing but people on crack and drunk and all that, then by the time LeBron come in the league, all of that's out of the league. Isn't these players better than the players that Jordan went against? Because it's already out of the league. I seem to recall, Jordan went against Bill Laimbeer. Cool. LeBron went against Tyson Chandler Jr. I think we can all admit defensively that's a worse person. LeBron did go against Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace to get to his first finals ever as basically a puppy.
Than Jordan did.
Huh?
LeBron had way harder competition than Jordan did.
I agree. I think, and this is what I deeply feel. I think
because the Golden State Warriors would have whooped Jordan's ass. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I think people forget. I ain't gonna say forget. I think people are so stringent on their childhood in their 20s and what was going on at that time that they can't let go of certain things and the changes that happen with everything. I do believe LeBron is the GOAT. He's not my favorite player. My favorite player is Allen Iverson. But I do believe LeBron is the GOAT. Can there be somebody that beats what he is today at some point? Yes. I might not be allowed to see it. I don't know. It's a chance it could be Wemby. Do I think it's going to be Wemby? No, but it's a chance. Shout out to Greg Popovich. He just retired. Long, healthy career. Thank you for everything. But that's a real thing.
Now just need Chris Paul to retire.
but that's a real thing.
No.
Like Kobe
retire so he could become the Spurs coach.
Yeah, Kobe went against Jordan's era and his own era. But when he went against Jordan's era, he was a puppy. And like by his third year in the league, he was fucking niggas up. In Jordan's league.
Yeah.
Because Jordan was still playing.
Yeah.
Kobe got drafted in 1996.
Yeah.
Kobe never took a break. LeBron never took a break. Oh, Jordan needed a break because he was doing so much. Why he needed a break? I thought this is your goal. And if Jordan is so great, why is it that when he left that team, the only thing that prevented him from going to a 4th straight final was Scottie Pippen's back and a bad pass?
Because they
won 50 games.
Make it damn near to the end of the playoffs.
They was in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With just Scottie Pippen and everybody else.
Yep.
So I'm not taking nothing away from Jordan. I think he's great. But all you did was get added to you was the first person there. That's true. But basically, when you left and then you came back, you just went to a stacked team because the team won 50 games without you. That team went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
What happens to teams after LeBron leaves them?
They become shit.
All of them, right?
Every single one.
Yeah.
The Cavs did it.
Who?
So the Cavs did it.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did for a while.
When LeBron left the first time, the Cavs went and had the first overall pick each year, the first 4 years. Then when LeBron came back, they wasn't even touching it. Went to straight 4 finals. Then when he left again,
it was ass again.
They was ass until they got Colin Sexton.
Yeah. Until they got
well, they had Colin Sexton
until they got Mitchell.
Yeah.
Well, that's also because of bad planning. Remember, they also got rid of Kyrie.
No, Kyrie left because he said he didn't want to be LeBron's little brother. Went to Boston, shit in Brooklyn, and actually performed pretty well with Dallas.
Yeah.
And then he even said that was a mistake. I was young, I was stupid.
Let's be real. When Kyrie went to Boston and when he went to Brooklyn, he was still the shit, but he was also blackballed.
He didn't get blackballed till he went to Brooklyn. And
but Boston played an effect in that also because his whole mindset changed.
Well, the year that he went, the first year with Boston, remember they got bounced in the first round. And the reason why people started feeling some type of way about Kyrie and Boston is because each time they went to the playoffs and he wasn't playing with them, remember they went against LeBron back-to-back in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie wasn't a part of any of those.
Yeah.
But when Kyrie was playing, they couldn't gel well together. It's not to take nothing away from Kyrie's greatness because Kyrie's phenomenal. It's just when I'm making the point that I'm making that LeBron is the GOAT, you got to look at the player and everything that player does.
So All right, you already know my answer. You know LeBron's my GOAT as well. But how do you respond to the people saying that he's had more help than LeBron? I mean, he's had more help than Jordan.
I think the reason why people want to say that is because when they were with Jordan, a lot more players was more willing to be role players than be the superstar.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you didn't have, and a lot more players back then were cool with saying, I'm scared of this person in front of me. They were cool with that. They don't say that about that. They don't say that about LeBron. The reason why they don't say they're afraid of him because a lot more niggas now are growing up in the AAU league where it's like you're the best no matter what anybody says.
Yeah.
You don't put fear in them as opposed to these dudes was in high school. A lot of them wasn't in AAU. They was in high school, so they're experiencing bullying, putting fear into somebody. So by the time they get to the league and see somebody better than them and they can't do nothing with, oh yeah man, I stayed up all night trying to figure that guy out. But then you get into LeBron's era with Kobe and them. Kobe's at his peak. Shaq's at his peak. LeBron was fighting, going against some of the, if not the greatest players to ever walk the face of the earth. Yeah. Tim Duncan and David Robinson were still playing together.
They were.
You got Shaq and Kobe.
And let's not mention that LeBron took a shit-ass Cleveland team
2005
to the finals as a teenager.
He was not a teenager. He was 22 years old.
He was 22. I thought he was 19.
No.
Anyways,
22 years old.
Still, he was young as fuck.
And he got swept.
Yes, he got swept by
the Spurs. The Spurs with all of them damn near in their primes. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony 20. Parker. He was like, you're right, 20.
Because he was 19, he just turned 20.
Yeah, you're right. Because he entered the league at 17, like Kobe did. But you're looking at
that Cleveland team was shit. He took to the finals.
No, 2003 he was drafted. So if he was 17, that means he was 19.
So I'm saying he was 19 when he went to.
I gotta look that up. I think he was 20 or 21.
He was a teenager in that finals, bro. And a teenager took that team to the finals because he had bullshit on that team.
Yeah, like he had Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas wasn't even at 5.
That's what I'm saying. And then you had Eric Snow, who was shit.
First of all, y'all ain't about to shit on Ilgauskas. Y'all not about to shit on Eric Snow because I was fucking with them in 2K. I was fucking motherfuckers up with all
in the league.
I gotta give him Ilgauskas like.
I'll fucking everybody up with him.
Even with the
and I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't even using LeBron to fuck people up. Ilgauskas was a
on
threat.
2K though. Ilgauskas
on 2K, yes.
That man was a threat.
On 2K, yes.
Him and Verjao were threats.
No,
on 2K, yes.
What are you talking about?
You didn't know how to use Verjao. I'll fuck everybody up with that whole roster.
That nigga Verjao, sorry. Ass.
And that's minus LeBron. I'm fucking y'all up with that roster.
But my point being like,
how you Brazilian and you can't know
when you talk about like GOAT players and everything like that, you got to put everything there. It's not about just 6-0. It's not about just playoff record or just stats. It's all of it. And then Jordan never guarded 1 through 5.
The 6-0 thing is stupid to me because LeBron has been to 10 finals.
11, I think.
10. He's been to 10 finals. Right?
Yeah, 1-4 lost.
Jordan only went to those 6 and never won again.
Yeah. You know but their argument is if he had never retired, they would win 8 straight.
If LeBron would have never met the Golden State Warriors, he would probably have 8 rings.
Hold up. Before you say that.
Hell, if he never met the Mavericks.
He would probably have 8 rings.
Yeah, because the only reason why he was able to beat him was
Dirk was fucking them up.
Dirk beat
everybody.
He beat everybody.
He beat Kobe, KD,
Russ,
all them niggas. I was like, this white boy is fucking them up.
Everybody.
He whooped and nobody says nothing to Kobe about losing to Dirk.
Like, I don't care. Dirk is the coldest white NBA player ever. I don't care what y'all say. It's not goddamn Larry Bird. It's Dirk Nowitzki.
You want to say Joker?
And it's Dirk. And he was pulling up. He was pulling up to the NBA games. He was pulling up to the NBA games with styrofoam plates with a goddamn styrofoam on it from his black queen wife.
Yes.
He is the best, coldest white boy of all time.
So we put off the field shit too. Well, if that's the case, yes, it's Dirk, because his wife is sexy, and his wife be like, nah, you.
He was taking him to go play.
Yeah.
In the fucking styrofoam.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
She said, I got him. Oh, I can just eat what's there. No, I don't trust them bitches. Here you go. That's
especially long hair Dirk when he put that one leg up.
Yeah,
it's over with, bro.
Yeah, that fadeaway was lethal. I remember watching that. I was just like watching that whole run with Dirk. I was
you
like,
really tried to shit on Neil Gauskas.
And then he had an old ass team. He had
Jason Terry and all them boys. Yeah. But like I said, I'm not taking nothing away. I'm not trying to take anything away.
We lost that
the whole big three. The whole big three.
Yeah.
The whole big three.
I'm not trying to take nothing away from Jordan fans. It's just Kobe was better.
That's interesting you say that. That's interesting you say that.
Yes, Kobe got.
I'm one of the people who say Kobe was better than Jordan.
Kobe is better than Jordan.
I'm one of those.
Kobe learned everything from Jordan and made it better.
I'm one of those people.
Kobe had one of the, if not the sickest, pump fake in history. The only person comparable is Carmelo Anthony. Am I wrong?
Congratulations on the Hall of Fame, brother.
Congratulations on the Hall of Fame. Am I wrong? You're a big Kobe fan. I think you're the biggest Kobe fan I know.
I'm not knocking it.
But I'm saying, am I wrong saying that?
No.
Yeah. The only person I think.
I personally believe that Kobe's better than Jordan. But hey,
you can't say that though, cause
you can say
they gonna goddamn. No, I'm saying like you can't go out public saying, "Oh, Kobe's better than Jordan." You gonna get everybody.
The only thing Jordan had over Kobe.
They can't let go of Jordan.
The only thing that I
think it's because of the shoes.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
Now, when you say pump fake, like, are you getting fouled after you're doing these pump fakes?
Yeah, Kobe.
You put Carmelo over Wade.
Kobe.
You put Carmelo over Wade?
Yes.
And to get to the line, yes.
Yeah.
To get to the line, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you got to count.
Carmelo is the best pure shooter over all of them. Carmelo is the best pure shooter. He knows how to shoot and get to that line.
Your language is bad.
I'm just sitting back enjoying.
He is the purest
I already took me a nap
shooter
on camera by mistake.
This is not my region. I'm gonna take your word for it. This is not my region.
I'm not gonna argue with him that the only better shooter might be Steph or Clay.
No. He is the purest shooter. Steph and Clay just know how to shoot from distance. They're just more consistent on distance.
Steph can shoot pretty much anywhere. He can shoot pretty much anywhere.
How often do you see Steph shoot the mid range?
Nah, Steph shoot the mid range pretty.
Compared to Melo.
Nah. Carmelo got that. And as far as in mid range, there's nobody better than Carmelo.
Exactly. I was just looking at a dude on TikTok. What's his name?
Lethal shooter?
No, another dude. He was talking about, I think his name was John Cannon or something like that. He was talking about Melo and the difference between Melo and Kobe. Everybody be like, oh, who's the better shooter or whatever? Melo or Kobe? The answer was Melo.
The answer is Melo.
But see, the thing is, Kobe will do this.
That's what I said. I said Kobe had the best pump fake almost in history.
They'll jump off of that. They'll jump off the look. Melo ain't even gotta. If Melo look up towards the rim, the defender is jumping. That's how lethal he is.
Yeah, but I was saying I think Kobe had the best pump fake in NBA history.
Yeah.
That's that. So like, Jordan was a high flyer.
Kobe had the best 3-point stance. That's what it is. Kobe had the best 3-point stance. Melo was the better shooter.
Yeah.
Who's the new face of the NBA when LeBron retires?
Anthony Edwards.
It gotta be.
Even though he don't want it.
Even though he don't want it, it's gonna be him.
And it's gonna be him.
It should have been Ja. It should have.
I still will give it to Anthony Edwards. And I say that because Anthony Edwards is proving why in every game that he plays, he's going after the star.
Yeah, that's true.
He's going after them.
Yeah.
Ja ain't going after LeBron.
No. He tried, and LeBron said, fuck that.
Ja ain't going after Jason Tatum.
He not.
He not even going after who's the other guy on the Celtics?
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. I keep forgetting the first name.
Nah, you good. You right about that.
He's not going after these people. He's going to play his position.
Jalen Brunson.
He'll guard Jalen Brunson. He'll guard, but he ain't got no business being in the vicinity of Jalen Brunson because Jalen Brunson is gonna be in his face.
Jalen Brunson is whooping the Celtics ass right now.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
y'all think Anthony Edwards winning this year?
Winning the whole thing?
No. I think if they meet the Knicks at this point, no. But if it's Minnesota versus Cleveland, Minnesota.
Hold on. Who? I think if it's the Knicks and Memphis in
Minnesota.
If it's the Knicks and Minnesota in the finals, I think Minnesota win.
Really?
Who's guarding Anthony from the Knicks?
Josh Hart, and he's a great defender.
And I say this because Minnesota is going after the Knicks.
Yeah. You think
because of Cat. Because of Cat.
I didn't even
and
think
it's not
about
even
that.
Cat's fault.
Yeah. I didn't even think
but
about
because
it.
of competition,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
The weakest person on
he might be right. I didn't even think about that.
The weakest person on the on Minnesota is Gobert. Cat's going to eat up Gobert. But the rest of Minnesota, we coming at all of you. And y'all already know how Edwards plays.
Yeah.
He's coming at Brunson.
I don't think he's gonna stop.
Brunson already has ankle issues.
But even with ankle issues,
he's balling. He's balling, and I completely give him that.
Brunson and Cat.
Clutch player of the year.
Yeah. I don't think he's stopping him. I think he's gonna give him a fit. Like he did LeBron. He gave LeBron a fit, but he didn't stop LeBron.
I think he's going to stop him on a lot.
You think he's gonna stop Jalen? Okay. I said okay. I'm gonna let you have it.
Jalen Brunson, no LeBron.
Oh, LeBron's way better than Jalen.
He gave LeBron fits.
But he didn't stop LeBron. LeBron still was averaging 30-something.
You don't have to stop LeBron.
I mean, 20.
But I'm going to give you fits. Yeah. If he's giving LeBron fits, what do you think he's doing to Jalen Brunson?
He don't do fits. I said it.
No, he's giving him hell.
Jalen gonna go from 40 to probably like 29.
No.
He gonna keep 11 points
is putting up 15 a game. The rest of that's why I said it's up to Cat if they play.
I think
it's up to Cat if they play.
Okay. That's fine.
Defensive wise, you got Miles Bridges. But he can only guard one person.
You got Mitchell Robinson too.
Okay, you got Mitchell Robinson. But lately they have been talking about Miles.
Miles Bridges?
Yeah. Who has been showing up?
Yeah, he has.
A lot.
He has.
But Minnesota got white boys that can shoot.
They do.
they have a bench.
They do have a bench. They have a good bench. They really do.
I'm giving it to Minnesota if they play the Knicks.
I just said when you brought up the thing about
so
Cat.
That's your finals, Minnesota and Knicks?
That's what I would like it to be.
That's probably what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Unless Indiana pull some
Cleveland.
shit.
How far is Cleveland? You think Cleveland going?
Indiana is 2-0.
This round 2-1.
It's 2-1 now.
It's 2-1.
Oh, so they won last night.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I was thinking it was going to be the other way around. I didn't know the Pacers
I did too.
But I didn't know the Pacers were going to come.
I think the Celtics are going to win today, and then I think they're going to lose the rest of the way.
I didn't think the Pacers were going to come out. They was going to.
Yeah. I did. I expected them to come out that way. Now I see the next round going is going to be Minnesota versus OKC.
The Warriors.
Huh? No.
Oh, they're going against Warriors right now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be Minnesota versus OKC.
OKC's going against who?
Minnesota.
Who's OKC going against right
Denver.
now? Are they? What's the record?
2-1.
OKC.
2-1. OKC.
Okay.
And they've been destroying them.
I saw the 149 to 106. That shit is wild.
Denver won last night in overtime.
Okay.
And even still, they only lost by 12 points.
OKC fucking up Denver?
Yes.
They fucking up Denver, not Jokic. Because ain't nobody stopping Jokic.
No, I said Denver.
In game two, they made it where Joker fouled out in the third quarter.
Damn.
Which only left you with Russ for real.
That's what I'm saying. Damn.
That's it.
Jamal Murray's still not Jamal Murray.
He ain't gotten to where he was before.
Yeah.
And then Steph is out for
yeah, that bothered me. I was like,
at minimum.
Because I thought Steph had one more in him, but damn that.
Steph gonna need a real break. Steph is.
I believe he has one more.
No, I'm saying Steph is such a pure. All he does is shoot. Yeah. That like if something is off with him, he's not gonna be Steph. Yeah. And we've seen that like even when he was at his peak, at the peak of his powers, when he got hurt, it was a little nick. He couldn't like power power through it. He would try, but he just wasn't himself. So like Steph is one of those players that he has to be healthy. And if he is fully healthy, that motherfucker's a problem.
Yes.
But if he's not, then you got to stop.
But I mean, it's been games.
But I mean, he went into this series injured, so.
Yeah.
But the injury that he caught was something that nobody saw. That was happening. It was a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Who sees a hamstring injury happening to somebody that's running all the time?
True.
Y'all think they gonna score over 209 points?
Who?
Combined, the Knicks and the
Over 209?
yeah.
No.
No? I say yes.
No.
I kind of want to go with the over today.
I think both teams are scoring over 100 today.
I don't see it.
I don't think the Celtics gonna continue having a bad shooting streak.
It's not points that you have to look at here. You have to look at defense.
I understand.
The Celtics are playing with their backs against the wall.
They're gonna have a day where they're gonna shoot at least.
You keep thinking about offense.
I'm thinking about offense because they shot like
So everybody
40.
thinks Boston's gonna win today.
I got Boston winning today.
I hope New York wins, but I think it's going to be Boston.
Yeah, I got Boston today.
And I think it's going to be like 103 to 98.
Boston, the Knicks did good for me last week. I bet on them just because the over under was like so much, like the plus minus. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm gonna put $10.
Y'all be betting on Prize Picks?
Yeah, I bet on Prospects and I bet on Barstool. But I have to ask my brother to do it for me when I bet on Barstool.
You gotta be in a different state. Huh?
Yeah, you gotta be in a different state. So, cause they do the plus minus. Mm-hmm. So it was plus 1,000 that the Knicks was gonna lose. So $10 could have, if they had won game one, would have gotten you 1,000 or 10,000, something like that. I didn't put that. I was like, Marquis just put like $1. I should have put more. I had no faith. I should have put more.
Since we're on this, what vet right now? It's not LeBron. It's not Steph Curry. That y'all think got at least one more finals appearance in there.
One more guy?
They don't have to win it.
One from the old guard?
Like from you can't say LeBron and Steph Curry.
I heard you. So you're talking about from the old pack.
Like,
we got one more play.
Who do you think got one more finals appearance in there? Finals appearance. They don't even have to win it. Because I think Steph got one more.
I think Jimmy got one more.
Really?
I think Jimmy Butler got one more.
No, if he stays with the Warriors. You know what? Yeah, if he stays with the Warriors.
No, I said he got one more. Jimmy Butler got one more. I think it's over with KD.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
But
yeah.
that's because everybody knows KD can't leave. He can't leave Phoenix.
I've been saying that. Them the only 2 rings he was getting in Golden State.
You did say that. You've been saying that shit for years.
I told y'all that.
I thought he would have got one with Brooklyn. I ain't gonna hold you. I did. I thought he was gonna get one with Brooklyn.
If he got one with Brooklyn, he would have still had to go through LeBron.
I thought he would have got one with Brooklyn.
No.
Were they still play?
Not him and Kyrie on the same team. I even told you that.
But they wouldn't win against LeBron.
Giannis.
You really think Giannis?
I think Giannis got like 3 left in him. Real shit.
If he leaves Milwaukee, yes.
Because he doesn't. He doesn't.
He's leaving Milwaukee. He already said he wants to go. And he got 3 teams. He said, send me to Miami, send me to LA, and the last one, New York, right?
I don't know, but that's not what the talk says. And quite honestly, I'm glad he's not going to none of those teams.
Because I was about to say Miami.
Because what? No.
I love him to come to LA.
No.
Him, LeBron, Luka.
No, he ain't Showtime enough. No.
I don't need you to be Showtime. I need you to be a bulldozer. Run right through.
Luka.
That's the problem. That's the problem. When you come to LA, you're Showtime.
That's true.
I've been hearing reports that he's going to San Antonio, and I love that.
Whoa,
that would be scary.
Him and Wemby would be crazy.
Exactly.
But don't Wemby got to sit out for a whole year because of his injury? I'm just asking.
Which means you get to do what?
Stack the team for a year around Giannis.
Not even that, because they also still got
Chris
Paul. Yeah.
I want him to retire.
De'Aaron Fox.
But what does Wemby get to do?
Watch.
He gets to watch.
That would be scary.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
He gets to watch it.
If that happens, They're winning 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Knicks and 5.
Knicks and 5.
They're winning 3 in a row.
I think it is gonna win.
Giannis,
They're giving them the same
Knicks
hype
and
that they
6.
gave the big 3 in
I
Miami.
think it is gonna win.
Just remember that.
Knicks and 6 only
said they
because
was
I
gonna
think
get
they're
3 in a row.
gonna end up taking it back to New York.
They'll got 2.
okay, let me say this
I think the
plainly.
Knicks gonna win tonight.
And LeBron himself is better than.
You got
The
LeBron,
Knicks is gonna win that last one in Boston.
then Giannis,
That's game 7.
No.
then Wemby.
Oh, you said 5. You
Win
said
tonight.
no. You're right. I
Boston's
got.
gonna win the next.
Then D Wade,
The Knicks gonna win that first game back in Boston.
then
Hold on.
De'Aaron Fox.
So you putting Giannis over D Wade?
I think Giannis is better than D Wade. As an overall player, he is better than D Wade.
Well, for one, they play 2 different positions.
I nominate Jerry. Oh shit.
Wait.
And I love D Wade.
You really threw me off with this.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not the biggest D Wade fan, but even I felt disrespected in hearing that.
Yes, I felt the most disrespect.
No.
I love D Wade. I love.
Then you
D-Wade.
proceeded to put Wemby over D Wade.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you think is a better defender? Giannis or
No, I don't think
Dwayne
you heard
Wade?
what I said. You put
Answer-
Wemby over D Wade.
Wemby will be better than D Wade. Will be. Now let me ask you a question. Who do you think is a better defender? D Wade. Who do you think is a better defender? D Wade or Giannis?
2 different positions
But one of them can guard all 5.
because of height.
So that makes him a better defender.
Solely because of height.
Solely because of height.
So it makes him a better defender. And you have to be
That's
fast.
the only reason.
And you have to be fast. Now you have to be fast to be able to
Yes, it
defend.
is.
You have to be fast to be able to defend a point and a shooting guard. I think Giannis is a
think
better
Giannis is
overall.
better
I
than
think
D-Wade.
Giannis is a better overall player than D Wade.
Y'all hear
I think
me?
D Wade is a better offensive player than
Why is
Giannis.
this a discussion?
Oh, because he had asked me. I said I think with Wemby, Giannis, De'Aaron Fox, and Chris Paul, at least one Chris Paul is going to have them in a position to make the finals. But I think with that team and I ain't gonna say the right pieces, but a good enough pieces as far as in around them, that's a 3-peat team. Cause Giannis is fire as a motherfucker. Wemby's learning after Giannis, because I think he got to sit after this year. And then you got De'Aaron
And what
Fox,
happened with D-Wade?
who's cold as a motherfucker.
I said
I'm
you're
gonna
giving
tell
them
you,
the same credibility.
Giannis is not
that
that far.
So I said
They said
that.
they'll win 3 in a row.
I said that, and he was saying that, oh, you giving them the same height as the Miami Heat with LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. I don't think Chris Bosh is better than Giannis, and I don't think Chris Bosh is better than De'Aaron. Go ahead.
Who's better? Zion or Giannis? All around, who's better?
Giannis.
How so?
The only thing that Zion has over Giannis is he can shoot. He can shoot better than him. That's it. Giannis is the better
Are you
defender.
watching the same basketball?
Yes. Giannis is the better defender.
Really?
Yes. Because when Giannis and Zion have went against each other, Giannis has stopped Zion.
And Zion has stopped Giannis.
And he has not stopped Giannis from getting 25 and 10.
But this is
Giannis has show stopped him from getting 25 and 10.
But this is also because of positions. When you do switch offs, yeah, they're going to end up having to go against each
You
other.
still got to go against each other.
In switch offs. But
Sure,
if that's
but you
not
still
your
gotta go
main,
against
but
each
if
other.
that's not your main person, you can't stop them from scoring. You can't stop them from doing whatever they do if you're not the one guarding them all the time. Which is why when we had that discussion the last time about the LeBron and Jordan thing and everything like that, I was telling you about switch offs and all that.
Yeah, and I'm like, LeBron will be better than them. Yeah.
These things would have to happen. Zion is not guarding him the whole time.
Nah, and neither is Giannis guarding him the whole time.
Exactly. So points, I don't care about. They're going to get
Rebounds.
They're going to get
And Giannis
points.
gets more rebounds than Zion.
But it's going to be a fight if both of them are in there.
Yeah, but Giannis gets
why?
more than him.
Because Giannis has to be down there anyway. Zion doesn't have to be down there.
Sure. I'll let you have that.
I'm still tripping.
But in a bulldog fight with both of them down there, you got a whole nother Shaq and Ben Wallace situation. And we seen how that goes.
Who you saying is Ben Wallace? You're not saying Zion's Ben Wallace.
Yes.
Okay.
Giannis is taller than Zion.
Yes.
Shaq is taller than Ben Wallace.
You think Zion is that good of a defender? I think Zion is a great, a decent defender. Mm-hmm. And you were just talking shit about Wemby's fucking blood clots. This motherfucker got to stay on the court.
That's what happened to Bosh.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. If you would say Giannis is better than Bosh, yes.
Giannis is better than Bosh.
I would say they called that nigga flat.
I said overall, D-Wade's a better offensive talent.
That's because you have a brute going up against a runner. Overall,
slasher.
the brute.
D-Wade's a slasher.
Okay, slasher. The brute is always going to win when it comes to one-on-one. The brute is always going to win.
That's my point, though.
But that doesn't make him the better player.
50-20.
If that was the case, if that was hold on.
Time.
If that was the case, right? Giannis would be in the finals every year.
He would have been if his team wasn't as.
It does. You just said.
Look at what the fuck Jokic is doing right now.
He's not a group.
But look at what he's doing right now.
Losing.
Yes, but it's not his fucking fault.
He's losing.
And D-Wade used to lose a lot too.
Giannis loses.
So I didn't say Giannis don't lose.
You understand that Giannis and Jokic has had the same success, right?
Yeah, they both have one ring.
And they're both. Well, Giannis is gone, but they're both losing right now.
After that,
yeah. I mean, you still need
Jokic
a team.
ain't the brute, though.
You said, huh?
Jokic ain't the brute.
No, he's not. He's finesse. Jokic is smart. Because Jokic is you getting 30, 10, and 10. I mean, the motherfucker had 40, 20, and 20. Like, just, 2-3 weeks ago?
Damn near every game.
Yeah, like Jokic is amazing. And I'm tired of people hoeing on him just because he's a white boy. The dude, fine. Give him his credit.
You want to see his horses?
He just want to be with his horses, man.
Yeah.
But run with him, but hell,
right.
He just want to be with him.
Oh, that nigga has no running.
So you think Giannis better than D-Wade?
He really does.
Yeah, he does.
Overall, as a player, yes.
He does.
More skilled, D-Wade.
Can I have some of that?
Whatever that powder you smoke.
Yeah, that's that good crack, bro. I ain't never seen it.
Y'all something else, man. If you talk about offensive talent, it's D-Wade.
You're talking about the man that got like 3-4 rings.
Yeah.
The man that's like
one that he got with Shaq, the other two he got with LeBron.
Yeah.
Who has Giannis had this on any of those two levels?
You got Dame with him.
You think Dame is the same as D-Wade?
No,
you got your fucking mind.
But that's a weapon added to him that's already so great.
A great weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's a great weapon, but he ain't no fucking D-Wade.
Chris Middleton.
And he damn sure ain't no LeBron and he ain't no
But you
Shaq.
saying that he's a better round player than Dwayne Wade?
I think he's a better all around player.
If Giannis did not have Chris Middleton, he would have lost that finals.
I don't disagree. You need other people to do their job.
Everybody
just say that he's a better defender than Wade.
I already said I think he is a better defender.
Just say that. No, just say that.
I'm not a hater. I love D-Wade.
Don't say better player.
Don't say all around player. Just say he's a better defender than D-Wade. Because all around he's not. Because offensively, Wade is wiping the floor.
So D-Wade is better at rebounding than him.
You're thinking defensively.
You get offensive rebounds too.
Okay, but you're mainly thinking defensively.
So you said so is D-Wade a better offensive rebounder than Giannis?
No, because of height. Wade doesn't have to be in the paint.
Is D-Wade a better finisher in the paint than Giannis?
Yes.
He gives fouls. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Giannis draws fouls too, but y'all they don't give them all the time.
Yes. But the reason you're giving,
Giannis
can't be the epitome of a Euro step, nigga.
I think offensively D-Wade's the better player. Defensively is Giannis. But is D-Wade closer to Giannis in defensive prowess or Giannis closer to D-Wade in offensive prowess?
How good
is
he was dunking.
Answer the question.
Before his legs got bigger.
Because it's scoring a talent, yes or no?
Dude, D-Wade was dunking on centers.
Is scoring a talent, yes or no?
Yes.
How well is Giannis?
We've seen 7-footers can't even get 5 points.
How well is Giannis at the mid-range compared to Wade?
Mid-range is D-Wade's better, but that was D-Wade's game.
How well is Giannis at the 3 compared to Wade?
Giannis is better, actually, when you look up the stats. I think Giannis has a better 3-point percentage than D-Wade.
He's not better than Wade at the 3.
So having a better 3-point percentage don't mean you're better?
He's not better than Wade at the 3.
So having a better 3-point percentage doesn't matter?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Wade just took more.
Numbers might not lie, but they don't tell the whole story either. Just like
in the
numbers
paint
wise, Kobe would probably be a better scorer than Melo. But we all know Melo is the better scorer than Kobe.
I don't know.
The percentage is higher because
you don't know.
This how I look
You
at
don't
it.
know?
Just hold up. This how I look at it.
You don't know.
If you are the better scorer, then you will have more points than me. If you have the better skill set, okay, say that. Carmelo had more skills to get to.
It's a team sport.
I don't disagree, but
I gotta share a rock.
Like also like
I can't ball hog all the time.
Yeah,
you can.
So yeah, you might have more.
Like, am I tripping or did we watch the same D Wade? The one that could block centers, the one that dunked on centers. What do you think that's bigger than Giannis? What you think?
I'm not taking nothing. I love D Wade. He's one of my favorite players.
The Flash D Wade. Are we watching that?
I'm not being such a fanboy that I can't look at shit objectively.
If you put
fanboy, none of them, especially not the cool shit. Shut up.
Are you talking about pre-LeBron or during LeBron or after?
It doesn't matter.
You can say pre-LeBron, D Wade was like amazing. So
it doesn't matter.
He was the Flash. I know who the fuck this nigga is.
Beating Giannis.
That's fine if y'all feel that way.
Even then, like LeBron, he ain't gonna try to get them rebounds.
I ain't saying I think he was gonna try.
He gonna try to get them rebounds.
I don't think a lot of players try.
He's still in the ball from Giannis. Straight up.
It's like, yeah, you can't dribble. I'm down here below you. Like, I'm gonna take that ball.
Giannis ain't dribbling on him.
On the inside, yes, Giannis got it. Inside that little rectangle in the paint, Giannis has it. Yes, on offense and defense. But Wade is a better overall around player because he can get you from the outside, he can get you from the mid range, and he will go inside the paint. On defense, you just say he's a slasher.
Yeah, he's a slasher.
Which means he does what?
He cuts through defenses. Yeah.
He cuts through defenses, and on defense, he does what? He's more hands-on, and he can steal the ball, correct?
Yep. Yeah. I just say he's going to steal the ball from Giannis every time.
But he also can go.
Giannis does have dribbles.
So they can continue talking about this BS, and Chris is right. I don't know why they're still arguing. Anyways, while they're still talking about this, I just want to give a shout out to Michael AFK because tomorrow is his birthday.
Shouts out to Smoke because tomorrow is his birthday as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm about to go get something to eat.
Hold up, before you go, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
You get a full minute. We all gonna answer this question, but you get 1 full minute.
All right.
I got something for you too. So even though we about to say what we about to say, I got a question for you. You got 1 minute before we end the pod. Because I want since y'all both back, I want to end the pod with all us on the screen together. That's cool. All right. So you got 1 minute. We'll start with you. Smoke it. Where the fuck is my car at? I'm tripping. This edible already kicking in. Smoke it. Tell me why your Atlanta Falcons will make the playoffs this year. 3, 2, 1, go.
First of all, who said we was going to make it to the playoffs? I didn't say that. I never vouched for that. But I do think we have a strong enough team to be able to do so. I like Raheem Morris. He's a great head coach. I like our potential quarterback setting. Penix is going to be pretty good. I do think that Kirk Cousins is going to end up starting for a little bit. Even though a lot of people don't think he is, I do think Kirk Cousins is going to end up starting for like 2 or 3 games out the season, and then Michael Penix is going to take over just so we can have that buffer of understanding of where he needs to be before he fully steps out on there. I think we got some really good picks in the draft. I think we got a strong line. I think our defense is better. I think we make a really good push. I think we're going to do... Wait, how many? Did they change the number of games this year?
It's only you got 17 games.
17 games? I think we're going to win 10.
Okay. Do you think they're beating the Bucks? Both games.
Who's the quarterback?
It's
Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think we get one of the 2.
Okay. That's cool. All right. You ready?
Same question.
Baker's a fucking...
Same question. Why do you think your Falcons is going to go to the playoffs? 3, 2, 1, go.
First of all, as a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan, we didn't bullshit the draft this year, so I'm happy about that. I feel like the defense is gonna step up a lot, a whole hell of a lot. Even with Grady Jarrett gone, which hurt a little bit, with Grady Jarrett being gone. I feel like what Smoke said was correct. I feel like Kirk Cousins will start just a few games. It's not gonna be a lot. It's gonna be just a few, so we can see and in this debate who the better person is, and Kirk needs to be behind him. That's what those games are going to determine. And after that's determined and Kirk does end up sitting behind him, then we're going to make our playoff push. No, we're not going to beat Baker twice. We're only going to beat him once, and it's going to be at home when we're going to beat him, not away, because we never win on Tampa's field, ever, even when Jameis was there. Now, let's get on to the Saints. We're going to beat the Saints twice because they have Spencer Rattler and this old-ass rookie. They're done. Anyways, we're going to win 10 games. If we don't win 10 games, it's going to be 9. And if it is 9, it's going to be those 3 games that Kirk Cousins starts.
Okay. Damn.
Papa Fives, let us know why you feel like
I ain't even going to let you finish. I know for a fact we not making the playoffs. But in the division, because defensively we didn't make some plays that we needed to. We fixed our offense, which is great.
Yeah,
we needed that. Yeah,
the defense wasn't terrible. The offense wasn't good.
It wasn't terrible, but it needed key pieces. Plus, we had some people retire. So that was the thing. But other than that, but for the division,
I know for a fact we're winning both games against the Saints.
Why? Because of their quarterback?
Their team all around. They didn't make too many good moves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know Bryce is on his way up.
Yeah.
And then we picked up a few good pieces, and then we still got Chuba Hubbard at the running back position.
Yeah. Y'all also drafted a running back.
That we did.
Yeah. And he's really good.
So we good on that stance. I know for a fact we're beating the Saints.
Your issue is Atlanta and Tampa.
Atlanta and Tampa. Atlanta, I want to say we split. It's a might. I want to say we split, but y'all are known to win both games for the past couple years. So I give y'all that. Who knows if history is going to run its course with that.
All right.
Tampa, we normally split with them regardless of how stat their team is. Even with last season, we split with them.
Yeah.
So
how many games you think y'all going to win?
I give us 7 or 8.
That's a massive improvement.
Yeah.
All right.
I give us 7 or 8.
Static.
What's up?
How many wins you think the Giants is gonna have? Tell us about your team. You got a minute and go.
9 to 10 because I feel like we got the best D line in the NFC East.
Them motherfuckers delusional.
Let him go. He let y'all talk. Go ahead.
9 to 10.
Because I also
9 to 10.
9 to 10.
Let him go.
9 to 10. I believe because with Russ and then plus he has a weapon in Malik Neighbors to go get down there. Plus, yes, 9 to 10 with them. With that defense is gonna carry us most of some of those games. If they can hold either Russ or Jameis.
You don't even know.
Russ is gonna start.
You think so?
The coaches say that Russ is gonna start the season.
Russ gonna start.
Russ gonna start the season.
Russ gonna start.
Let him finish, y'all.
Then it's like, how can y'all not say that we don't have the best D line in the NFC East? It's like we got 4 premium pass rushers. Then like that defense got boosted up with adding the CB with it. Then we added Scatterboo, who I believe is a good 3-down running back.
He alright.
To get a first down for us, I feel like he gonna do the job for us.
I just think he alright. He can't be y'all every down back though.
Not every down. That's why we got Tracy.
Yeah.
Then it's just like I feel like we're gonna sweep Washington.
Oh shit.
Yes, I feel like we're gonna sweep Washington. I feel like we're gonna split with Dallas.
I think his.
And then we're gonna split. And then we're gonna split with the Eagles.
Okay. All right.
You always have that one.
Whole position right here. We're gonna sweep on the Commanders.
Okay.
You don't get microphone.
Okay.
No more.
I got a different.
We do.
I got a different question for you, so let me go ahead and say
Oh
mine.
my God.
I don't know which one was worse, the split and
For
Philly
for the Cowboys, I got us winning 9 games. The minimum we're gonna win might be 6. But high end, nah. We got between 6 and 9 wins coming from
the
us.
high end.
The high end is 6.
The low end 2.
The reason that I say the only reason I say that is we did last year win 7 games with most of our roster injured. So with
Michael Parsons yet?
It's called luck.
With I don't know. I don't think so. But
Michael Parsons yet?
Yeah, with
Oh yeah, they'll win 4 games. They got George Pickens. They'll win 4 games.
with that being said, I feel like even though I'm not
Michael Parsons.
not yet. Even though they
signed
Yeah.
George Pickens.
they've traded for George Pickens. They haven't signed him.
In the pot. Go ask Joe this question.
I'm trying to finish. Y'all ain't let me say nothing I had to say. I let y'all say everything y'all say.
I gotta go.
Because y'all two speaking bullshit.
I'm not. I said minimum 6. Our highest ain't gonna be 9.
Yeah.
Ask Joe his question.
Let me finish what I was trying to say. The reason that I'm saying what I'm saying has everything to do with now that we do have George Pickens and Dak should be healthy with CeeDee Lamb with now our offensive line possibly being more up to par. Shouts out to Zach Martin for retirement. I believe that we're going to beat the Giants twice. I think we're going to. I think we're going to lose twice against the Eagles and the Commanders. Because I think the Commanders are way better than what the fuck you think. These motherfuckers did go to the damn NFC Championship.
Pass rushers. Pass rushers win championship.
That didn't mean nothing last year when you had 3. But
we gave up on. They gave up on the team.
I'm saying what I'm saying.
They gave up.
I think we are. I already said what I said.
This might be the worst sports take I ever heard.
We're going to beat y'all twice, the Giants. We're going to lose both games against the Eagles, and we're going to lose both games against the Commanders.
Shit's crazy.
So that's why I'm saying it. The max that we're going to win is 9. The low end is going to be 6. That's where we normally typically be at.
Obviously, I do realize that sophomore slump is a thing, right? Y'all really feel like Jaden Daniels going to be the same he was last year.
Even if he's not the same, that team is so stacked that y'all not doing nothing.
Not that's that. Their main weapon on offense is Terry McCullough.
Against.
Okay. Joe's question.
All right. Now. With everything going on with Legend of Zelda, I've seen some news when y'all said y'all was coming. I looked up some things for you.
Okay.
So this is my question. From my understanding, the story that they're going with is there's going to be an amalgamation of the first 3 games. How do you feel about that?
The very first 3 games. I gotta think real quick.
It's Majora's Mask.
Those?
Yes.
Okay.
Those 3.
That's the best timeline you can actually pick.
And apparently I think the time.
They're gonna do one movie. All 3 stories.
Yes.
No, they're gonna go for
one movie, the first movie and a half, second movie, finish it.
I'm about to say
that's what they need to do. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it's Joe's question.
That's why I'm
I think the time frame that they're going for is 2 hours and 40 something minutes. So.
Are we talking about wait, hold on. We're talking about the entirety of the 3
those 3 main games of the Nintendo 64 era.
We're talking about, because I heard that Wes Ball was actually going to make an actual trilogy.
He's making a trilogy.
Okay. So then each individual movie.
The first one's going to be from that trilogy, and then he's going to split off on Tears of the Kingdom and
that just sounds stupid.
Yeah,
this is the rumors I read last night, so that's why I wanted to ask you.
I would hope the way that you're actually interpreting the tweet is that he's going to make 3 sets of trilogies.
Right.
That's what I would hope. You would.
I would hope he would do that.
Because otherwise you're gonna fuck up the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
The story gonna get convoluted halfway through.
And they're also dumbing it down to like with Mario, even though I thought Mario.
You wouldn't have enough time to even really make a movie or even tell anything about The Legend of Zelda, because now you're rushing it.
Yeah, you got to build up the lore. You got to build up.
Because
I agree.
And like I said,
what I read.
That's the thing. That's the thing about The Legend of Zelda that makes it so good is the story itself and all the representation in the game that you can actually go back and see. Oh shoot, that was in an earlier point in the timeline. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
It's like you can't do that. So I would really hope it's literally just a 3-set trilogy, because you can easily make 3 movies out of Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess. Mm-hmm. Now, if those were the 3 movies that he was going to be basing his movies off of, that would be the shit.
That might be the best trilogy.
That would be the best fucking idea if you were gonna do some shit like that, West Ball.
Focus on it just from the story perspective, and don't try to get all extra with it. Just focus on the story. Yes, have your action, have your plot, and everything. But
have your dungeons, all that. But that would be amazing, especially because he was talking about it's not gonna be a Lord of the Rings type. But he said it was I forget exactly what it was.
Epic.
I guess kind of. It's gonna have some Lord of the Rings like aspect to it, but it's
like
he used
the aspect, but not the fully engulfed into otherworldly type.
Right. It's not gonna be like overly CGI.
Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't want to do it that way.
Okay.
Right.
So it's a grounded. Zelda?
Yes, and he wants it to be a dark. He wants it to be darker.
Look at his eyes.
I know. See, no, because that's what it was. Because when I was reading this article, I was absolutely impressed, and I was like, yes, thank you, West Ball. It feels like we actually have a fan of the fandom actually making the movie, and he really wants to make this right, because he said himself that he grew up with these games, and now he's actually working with Shigeru Miyamoto himself to make these movies, and it's been a big dream of his. And actually, when he went into directing, he said that was the one thing that he would love to direct, but he never thought he'd get a chance.
Oh yeah, if I ever get a chance to direct a movie and write it, I am doing Dragon Ball, because they hold it, and I'm not gonna let you have that.
We're gonna touch that. We don't.
No. I'm about to end it. So before we go ahead and end this pod, from us to y'all, this past week, as of this recording today, from Saturday to today's Saturday, y'all gave us over 30,000 views on all of our platforms. We from both all platforms, because sometimes you can't say one on a different platform. We've garnered over 200 new followers on everything put together. We got
Debauchery Crew.
Yeah, I think we got over 20 to like 25 comments on all of them put together. It might be more than that. I got to look at it again. But we just want to say thank you for rocking with us. We're trying our best to get y'all some really dope content, and we appreciate y'all. So keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep all of that. And yeah, just wanted to say thank you for that first before we sign out. So it's your boy Michael AFK,
Mulvane,
KT,
Smoke,
Static, and Positive.
Y'all have a dope ass weekend.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Birthday.